Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the Nightfell core book. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this setting for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, where the sun has been murdered and darkness threatens to take over everything, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we start taking a look at the new classes. We begin with the Lunar Cultist. Soldiers devoted to the cult of Mirithlen, and experts in lunar divination and in the exorcism of night creatures. They can rely on incredible powers that draw their strength from the influence of the moon on the material plane. When it comes to this class, you have lots of hit points. You can work as an emergency frontliner or tank if needed. When it comes to your proficiencies, you are proficient in the use of light armor, medium armor, shields, all simple weapons. You can choose 2 skills from Arcana, Intimidation, Persuasion, Medicine, etc. Let's talk about some other features. The Lunar Cult fiercely opposes the forces of the Dark Mirror. To continue the fight against darkness, you have things such as Devout Protector. At first level, you learn the Thaumaturgy and Resistance cantrips. You also gain the ability to cast Shield of Faith without consuming spell slots once, twice at 10th level and 3 times at 17th level. There is an error here, it says 3 times 3, those are too many. And you regain each use you spent after you complete a long rest. Your spellcasting ability for these spells is Wisdom. You also take a Lunar Oath, we will talk about that in a few moments. You also choose a fighting style, perhaps you are great at great weapon fighting. Maybe you specialize in defense. Perhaps on dueling, wielding a single weapon with a hand free in order to get some damage bonuses. You can also specialize on archery or protection. That is, when a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within a certain distance, you can use your reaction to make that creature's attack roll have disadvantage. To use this feature, you must hold a shield. Of course, you also have various spells, and you also get some bonus spells depending on your oath. You also have things such as Selenite Touch. The first creature you strike on each of your turns loses its invisibility and must make a successful charisma saving throw or be surrounded by a silver halo. This silver halo prevents the target from becoming invisible or incorporeal, teleporting or leaving the plane on which it is located, and taking an alternative form. The silver halo lasts until the end of your turn. Let's talk about the different lunar oaths. You have the Oath of the New Moon. This is all about being proficient in the use of martial weapons and dealing a lot of damage. You also have the Oath of the Ascending Moon. When it comes to this oath, this is mostly focused on protecting others. In the case of the Oath of the Full Moon, this is about being almost a complete tank. You can tank effectively or take the front lines with confidence when it comes to this oath. So this is a bit different when compared to the Oath of the New Moon, that is a bit more leaning towards damage dealing. In the case of the Oath of the Descending Moon, this is about assisting and boosting others. So there is a lot of flexibility and versatility when it comes to the oaths, the features, the powers and abilities that they grant. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the Master of Tradition. When it comes to this Lunar Cultist class, it is mostly a support class with some damage dealing potential. And it has a certain inquisitorial feel to it. At least when it comes to Inquisitors in tabletop role-playing games. You have some advantages, some bonuses when it comes to finding out where the allies of darkness are hiding, and some of your other features focus on protecting others from their attacks, revealing the presence of the evil entities that you face, and dealing as much damage as possible when needed. For example, you can take your Shield of Fate and cause an explosion with it, dealing damage to your enemies. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.